is that, would you say that these protesting communities are demanding too much from the government, or is the government turning a deaf ear towards these masses and respond too late to their demands? Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable President.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Well, firstly, as government, we listen to the concerns of the people and we respond to them. We have programs that are all over the country addressing those issues. We have dealt with the matters that people are concerned about. I think the issue that is very simple is that given our history, the challenge, the lack of things that people are looking for is a thing that has taken many years. Let me just give you an example of electricity that people want. Until 1994, no one thought that the rural areas, for an example, need electricity. We had to start just 20 years ago. And we are dealing with that issue, and precisely because the demand is so huge because of our history, we are still dealing with that issue to conclude. I think we have been able to electrify or bring energy to the greater part of the country. We are still continuing. But those that the electricity or the lighting has not come to their areas, they become impatient. And therefore say, where we want it now is a matter that we have got to deal with as a reality. And I can count a number of things that indicate we listen, we respond. The problem that also we did not address of violence is that we come from a very violent system called apartheid. Very violent. And people developed violence to fight it. And we have never addressed that issue to say now we are in a different situation. So people, once they see something, they take it up through violence. At times, the violence that is not acceptable at all. Because if we are saying you need services, you can't at the same time destroy things that have been given as services to the people. You can't. In a sense, it then undermines the logic of what we are doing. That you get angry and you destroy the very things, libraries. Right now, there is a whole university, schools have been destroyed because there is a debate about the issue of where areas must be. The schools have not done anything wrong, but you ban the schools. You have now one university also banned very extensively. That is the issue, as we were saying earlier. We all need to come together to deal with it. Nobody must be happy because you believe these people are fighting a government. That's a problem we're dealing with. It's not that we are not attending to the issues. Even if you stretch the issue beyond, this violence, for an example, against women and children, you don't need it in a democratic society. You have a very violent mind in the country which was planted by the system of apartheid. We need to address that as we build our nation. So I agree with you that we need to address it. But if you take it and say it is because the government is ignoring the people, it's not true. I've just given an account here how much we go to the people, how much we go to the Mbizos, how much we do continuously. So it can't be true. We are dealing with a culture that needs all of us to come together. Even the morale of our people, their morals. You have a situation where people rape old ladies or children. You can't say that is because of the government ignoring them. There is something wrong in our society that we need to come together, all of us, and deal with it. That is what we ought to be saying as this parliament. What can we do to help our society? Speak in one language. I think when you were opening your remarks, you put it very well, that you are discouraged by the behavior of this very parliament. That's what makes people think that's what they need to do. No respect, point fingers at the speaker, and stand up one after the other. That tells you you are dealing with people who are a product of a very violent society, who need help. Thank you, Madam Speaker.